Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. I wanted to make a video before I got too sleepy. I had my graduation ceremony today. I received this after the ceremony, so I wanted to keep it on for this video. I'm not sure what to where to put it and how I could preserve it as much as I can. Um, but I think this is really fun. And uh, there's one flower missing because when my dog was greeting me, um, she was like jumping and she bit one of them off and tried to eat it. But she did um, tear some pieces a little bit, but other than that, I don't think she ate it. Um, and my parents were there. I went with them to a Mediterranean restaurant, which was super yummy. I don't know why I haven't made some Mediterranean food, but I guess I saved up all of my non-dairy days for this day because I do pretty well with feta, and feta and is easier to metabolize than a lot of other cheeses. So I still took supplements, but um, I was enjoying the meal and I have leftovers, so that'll be for you tomorrow because I tried to see when I'm going to eat dairy. So I like to eat it maybe on the weekends or a couple days in advance of when I have to go somewhere that involves me, like maybe like being at a job site, or externship site. So I think I'll be okay. Um, I did go to USPS today to figure out, to find out what the estimate would be to ship to Ukraine, and I think I'll have to gradually send like maybe multiple packages. So I'll set some stuff aside. But I had two bags, and I weighed the priority bag or the stuff that has majority of the things that I would like to send, and that came to around 80, which wasn't bad because I went to FedEx the night before and their estimate was $500. And that's definitely um, reflecting of what's going on. So I knew I was going to pay a good amount for shipping, but I didn't think it would be that much. So I went to the Bulgarian market too today, and I did get some snacks. I didn't finish them, but I have it because I don't go that direction often. It's kind of further out in a direction that um, there's not too many things that I do there. Although when I did go there, I literally went past the place where the graduation ceremony was going to be. Um, so I, I went there because they had a sign outside of their store that talked about like international shipping, and it had like the information of where they were and their numbers. So I kind of wanted to check with them because I was thinking maybe they would also ship to Ukraine and DHL maybe too, but I'll see because I think I'm pretty okay with the $80 one. Um, but I'll see. Um, so I'm gonna reorganize the clothes. Um, and I'll hold on to them and I could gradually send off packages. So I think that'll be nice um and it'll give me crafting things to do and I could set it aside. So I did do something quickly with my cap for graduation. So this is for the course that I took, and um, it was a lot of things to do, and I still have hours at the externship site, but it it reminded me of like the amount of coursework that I had for my degree that I got a couple of years ago. So I thought it was a nice program. I did the flag. So I did machine sewing to connect them, and then I hand stitched the bottom because there's something stiff in here. Ideally, I kind of would have wanted to take it apart to do all that, but and then sew the flag colors on, but it's okay. So the bottom, it has this the hand stitching, so it's like hopefully it's not as noticeable. Um, but I think it's fun. And honestly, like it wasn't really that noticeable because people are just like, oh, so did you decorate yours? Um, and you could see it from like where I'm sitting, and then it would be on my head. They'll hang this, and then I have the rope that I was wearing too, and this indicates that I had high honors. So I've been mainly getting quilting supplies over the last couple days. I thought it was a good time to do it. So I already showed my quilting square. That's the 8.5 one. I had this one. This was the first one. This the most of them are Fiskars except one. Then I got a larger version, which I really like this one. And it's cool that I actually reach for something depending on what I want to do with it. And I was waiting on like going kind of like shopping because I wanted to see how much it would be to ship the package first before doing that. And I'm waiting on the address. Um, if I don't receive the address because this conversation happened a while ago, like in July, but I said like October. Then maybe I could ship it somewhere else in Ukraine. And I know some Ukrainians that are not in Ukraine right now, so I could also ask them about what I could do. I really like this that it's kind of weighted, so the fabric stays in place. And I have like 3 alarms set up for tomorrow morning because it's the medicine and um healthcare speaking club in the morning, and it keeps like slipping my mind, and I wrote it, well no, I put the alarm on. I think I'm gonna start the next day, or like combine the days actually, because I don't really have too much going on for tomorrow. I have the meeting and then I pick up my godbrother from the airport, and I'm hoping that the shipping company is open to when I would be able to go there. So the last measuring, well, I have the self-healing drying mat, or self-healing cutting mats. This one is from Hobby Lobby. It's June Taylor. So this is a smaller square, and I am excited about this one too. Again, I've been using all of them, which is nice. I want to find a way to like, where would I put it and how am I organizing it? Because they all have the holes where you can hang them, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like poking in holes. But this is the first mat that I got, and then I got the larger one, which isn't that much more expensive. But it is a good size. I've actually been, again, using both of them. So this is the larger one. Then there's the back too. It's another, well, it's inverted. So I'm really happy that I got these. And that's the size. Super helpful. So me trying to not get sleepy, although I am. And this is the main rotary cutter that I use. It's like the local quilt shop brand, and I chose this color, well, this color combination. And then I figured I would show this, like the ginger scissors, which I enjoy. Um, I've used one other fabric scissor, so I enjoy that one. I know that there was one YouTuber that wasn't too fond of these scissors, but um, I'm gonna try. I don't really have a lot of experience with different scissors, so I think it's nice. I, I've said this many times. I have to boil it, but it works. So I also got um, some interfacing. So this one is fusible midweight interfacing to midweight to heavyweight fabrics. I like this one. Well, I like the thicker one more than the lightweight. I still use the lightweight, like I'm nearly out, that's why I went to get more. Hobby Lobby has a lot of sales. So it was decent. I got 2 yards of it, and that should last me a good time. And then I got the square and I got the zoology and one of the black shades. So color 1535. And I got the smaller spool because I don't use that color as much, or I don't use black as much as the other colors. Then, so I was really excited about one of these projects. This project, it was in my mind and it came out differently. It's still definitely a useful bag. Could have made it smaller, but I feel like I knew it was gonna be like low contrast, but maybe I would do something else, but I think it might be fun for people to open up the bags and see the different fabric combinations. So I didn't have enough of the black floral, so I put the polka dot here, and I put the polka dot as the tabs for the zipper, um, red zipper, and then it has this inside. So I put the mittens in. I might make a note saying that these are a little more delicate. And I have some feminine products, like hygiene products in here. So I think that'll be nice. I still want to pick up a salon paws. Um, Again, the package might be slightly smaller, but I'm happy that the package will be going. And that there's a price that I could pay. So the project that I'm really excited about is this utensils case. I was thinking about it, like for them to have the utensils when they're on the go. So this is using scrap fabric, and I have the tab here. I was watching a video. I generally did the things that she said. Um, I kind of did my own thing in some point at some points of it, but really happy. The video was really like super understandable. She did give specific measurements, but I have the I guess these are like the children's IKEA utensils maybe, or maybe you want to carry them around. I wasn't too sure if I was going to include this one because, well, I guess it's a butter knife, but it doesn't really cut through stuff. So I wasn't sure, but I guess I could put it in. Um, and I did the inside like a green, and it was really fun. There's some interfacing in this too. I don't know what's been happening. Like, this might be TMI, but I feel like there's stuff just like pulling on my body here lately. Because there's a spot over here, because I have like light hair, so that's why I don't really do much with it. But for some reason, like, I don't know, stuff has been like latching on and like tugging the group of hair. Because it, like, you could see it and feel that like the hair just got tugged. And I don't know what went on. It kind of reminds me of like when I first got here. I just like kept getting shocked by like things. And I'm not saying it's the same thing, but I thought that was so strange because it's not like the only place that that has happened. So I thought that like there's some on the other side of my arm. So I don't know what is going on with that. If it's the detergent or like what, but that was just random. I'm almost finished the ribbing with this. I really gotta move on with this one and keep going. I did wash some fabrics that will be going in my patchwork skirt, and that's what I guess that would be like the main clothing item that I will make. So, got this. I didn't get to wash the cap fabric, the blue and yellow, but I tried just ironing it. Just to say, I might get more of those clips, those sewing clips. Oh, I didn't cut off the excess. Oh, that just came off. Because they'll have some fraying here from when I put it in the wash. But I heard to treat the fabric like you would after creating something, like especially with clothing, and the fabric will shrink. So I got this. I thought that would be fun. That was like from the Dollar Tree. I love the plaid. I feel like I probably did show these, but man, I love my planner. What I don't think I would have used something like that when I was younger, but now I'm just keeping up with stuff. So, or like making sure I have all the appointments. So this one will be in this skirt. I already have these cut up that I showed a couple of times. So that's the fabric for the wool that I used when I was making the utensil case. And this fabric was one of the more expensive ones. They actually had a fall or autumn fabric sale that I looked into, but I don't I don't know. I haven't done many holiday things. Another one of these. I was thinking about this one, but I'll think about it more. And I did want to make my own pouch. So I also found this in Dollar Tree too. And I just felt like it would be fun. It's giving me email, and it never really left me. So I'll cut those. And I try to like do things, especially when I know that they mainly are open during business hours and I'm away during business hours. So like, those were the main things. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Um, I've been just loving the planner because literally I just write everything. The main colors that I use, black. This is like a fine point. This is the Pilot G2 0.38. And you can refill this one. And I don't know why I haven't done this in the past, but um this is from Barnes& and Noble because they sell pens and you could test them because I'm picky with like how they write and like, well, I don't know, the color. Mainly how they write. So I do like the finer tip ones, and this could clip on. So this is a green, and sometimes like there are stationery stores, but they have like a minimum that you could spend, and usually I'm just like, oh, I just need one thing. I did get a couple of things at the Bulgarian market. There's a lot of things that I would like to try. Um, But sometimes I'm just like picking up for, well, I would like to just pick up for like maybe a Medenki or a little snack. Um, but sometimes like depending on who's up front, they're gonna say to do the $10 minimum. But you could get a lot of snacks in that store for like $10. This one, I'm sorry, I'm a pen thief, and I took this from the externship site. I really like the way that it writes. It's slightly brighter than the Sarasha, Sarasa, sorry, Clip Zebra. So this one is Caco, CACO, and it's a 0.5 millimeter. And then I have blue that is in the slot here. And this is from the last pharmacy because the company's drop off thing. So this is the semi-glutide pen, like one of them that I kept. Those were actually handouts. So I don't really write with blue. I never really felt like I would. I'm not saying anything's wrong with the color blue. I just like usually stuck with black. And then I got to like this part where I was like interested in writing in red. But it's been really nice to just jot down everything, and I have so much studying that I've been doing at the site because it does seem like unusual, but because of where I was placed, I have like 4 or 5 extra hours of not doing anything, and they say to bring the coursework to work on. So and it's not like a common thing to happen. So it's a specific situation. But again, there was like the acknowledgement there that if there was a specialty site available for me in this term, I would have been able to um, at least interview for it, but there was a good chance depending on like how your grade was and your attendance. But I mean, I got the ribbon, or I got the rope, and the other things that were going on with that, but um, hopefully I'm not missing anything for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.